Hey you, I'm Yuki and I'm really glad you're here. Today, I have a story to share, and this one is a bit scary. So if you're listening to this, grab yourself a pillow or a blanket, get comfy, because this one will keep you up at night. So, let's talk. So before I start today's video, I just want to let you all know that today's story isn't mine, it's one of yours. Now, they asked me not to use their real name, so let's just call them Arav. Now, Arav grew up in a city, but his family's hometown was somewhere else, a small place in the hills. It was the kind of place they didn't visit often, only during the holidays or family function and sadly funerals. Now, there was an old house there, not abandoned, just old. So because they lived in the village, the routine is slightly different than the city. So Arav had to adjust according because everyone in the house slept early and the phones barely worked because of the network. And the lights, they were always dim. And in that house, there was one particular room that nobody liked. Not because it was locked or because somebody in the family said that the room was haunted, but because the room was quite dark and it was in the corner of the house near the corridor, so nobody ever chose it. Now, when Arav was younger, he didn't remember all those things. Kids don't usually notice the patterns like that. It was only years later, when he went back as an adult, that it started feeling strange in the home. The night it happened, the whole family was there. Uncles, aunts, cousins. The whole house was loud until suddenly it wasn't. Dinner finished. Lights went off one by one. At some point, Arav realized something. No one was sleeping in that room, the one at the end of the corridor. The door was closed, but it was not locked. Now, around 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, Arav woke up. Not from a nightmare, not from a sound, just awake. The house was quiet in a way that it didn't feel like everyone was sleeping, more like it was waiting. That's when he heard it. Footsteps. Slow, bare. They weren't rushed, they weren't sneaky, just steady. Moving down the corridor, stopping right outside that room. Arav didn't get up, he didn't look. He said something that it was just something in him that knew not to look. After a few seconds, the footstep went inside. The door didn't creak. It closed softly, too softly. The next morning, no one mentioned anything. Not the sound, not the room, but something was off. One of the family members looked exhausted. Another had dark circle, like they hadn't slept at all. And Arav noticed something else. The door to the room was open. For the first time, inside, everything looked normal, except the bed. The mattress had an imprint, like someone had slept there recently. Later that day, Arav casually asked his mom about the room. She didn't answer right away. She was quiet for a brief moment, and then she said, "Why are you asking this?" That was when Arav realized something. Adults don't usually answer question with question unless they are trying to avoid something. That night, Arav couldn't sleep. He kept replaying the footsteps in his head. The calmness of them. How whoever it was didn't seem lost. They knew exactly where they were going. Now, around the same time as the night before, Arav heard it again. Only this time, closer. The footstep stopped outside his door, and for a moment, nothing happened. Then the handle moved. Not violently, not like something or someone was trying to get in. It was just a gentle test, as if they were checking the door was locked or not. Arav said that this is the part that still makes his stomach drop, because whoever it was didn't try again. They just walked away. The next morning, Arav asked his grandmother. He expected her to laugh it off. Well, she didn't. She looked at him for a long moment, and then she said, "Don't think about it so much. This house is old. Old houses have habit." Then she added, "And don't ask everyone about these things." That was it. No explanation, no curiosity, just shut down. Now, again, years later, Arav went back to the house again. The house was renovated, brighter, but the corridor felt the same. And that room, it was locked now, permanently. When he asked why, his uncle said something strange. He said, "Well, after that night, we decided it's better if no one sleeps there." Then Arav asked, "After which night?" His uncle didn't answer. Before leaving, Arav stood in the corridor one last time, and then he noticed something he hadn't before. There was a faint scratch mark near the bottom of the door. Old ones. Now, this was from inside. Now, remember, the door usually was closed, not locked. And Arav ended the message by saying this. He does not know who walked through the house at night. He does not know who slept in the room. He does not know why his family refuses to talk about it. All he knows is every time he visits his hometown, he still wakes up at the same hour and listens, just in case. Thank you so much for listening, guys. This is all for today. And if this story stayed with you and you have a story of your own, you could always share it with me. My email is in the description. I'll be listing it there. You could check it out. You could send your story to me. It doesn't have to be scary. It could be any random story. So I'd be more than happy to listen and share it here with you guys. So until that, this is Yuki signing off.